Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, we are going to be making a drum sound dusty. And in my opinion, it's an idea worth exploring. And some of my peers, electronic music brethren, have a theory as to how this occurs. And it occurs basically because a lot of sounds and drum sounds that you hear in modern production were sampled from tracks of yesteryear, and those ones were sampled from other tracks, and so on and so forth. And eventually, you get to the original drum machine that it's from. And this is very common, and this is why sounds sound like, I guess, aesthetically pleasing because they've been transferred from the original unit to tape to friggin' vinyl to CD to ADAT to VHS to cassette to sampler to Atari. It just keeps on going on and on and on. And eventually, all those different elements, all the color, all the EQ, all the compression compounds into this really cool sound that's just been so degraded. And the cool thing about electronic music and like electronic music of all types, because everything is electronic. All music is electronic at the end of the day. The cool thing about that is my mind just my mind just went blank. The cool thing about that is, oh yeah, the cool thing about it is like we don't like the degradation of like VHS and stuff like that, but we like the degradation of something that's been compressed and recompressed and compressed and compressed in the audio realm. It just sounds good for some reason. It sounds vintage. And I don't really like to use the word vintage, even though I do. I guess the term would be worn out. It's the sound of like an old Ford engine, the way it starts, the way it chokes and stuff like that. It's kind of one of those things. So let's kind of apply a basic theory. And there's so many really cool sample packs out there. I'm going to be using just a kick from a regular drum machine. And I'm going to be, yeah, basically starting with the source material just for fun. And that's what it sounds like. So we're going to be looking at starting off adjusting the frequency high and low cut roll off. And there's a lot of really cool plugins out there that do a lot of really cool things. And immediately now, let's say we shave that off. And that sounds a little bit muffly. There's a lot of really cool plugins out there, and they do a lot of really cool things, but there's some called, Drum Bus or what have you that do a million things at the same time. And this, in my opinion, kind of aims to emulate a chain that would be like, hey, this has been run through many, many things over and over again. And this is how you do it, basically. Um, and again, I rolled off a lot of the high end because there's a lot of high end material in here. It just doesn't sound well. But we can boost the drive, give it some crunch, give it a low end. And then we'll EQ it some more, kind of ease off a bit. Right, we got that degradation going on. It's a little too loud. I might wake up the neighbors. And it's clipping. We'll just turn it down. Right, we're getting there. So from there, maybe, no, it would be a better example of Redux. Kilohertz bit credit. I did a video about this before. So there's that. Might be some quantization errors. We'll go 8 bits. No, now we'll go 8-bit. We'll turn that quantize down. Maybe I have some quantize errors and then dither. Right? You getting the idea? You getting the idea? Okay, so that would be like first generation, I guess. And this would be sampler generation. We can add, I guess, a bit of compression. Right, and then maybe, oh, bit of overdrive, maybe. Give it some tonage. Yeah, there you go. All right, we're getting somewhere. Okay, let's stop there and let's just be like, hey, that's it. Let's freeze that track. Let's flatten that track, and this is our new kick drum that we've sampled. I'm gonna make it not so, whatchamacallit. Okay, so that's completely different. I'm gonna drop in more EQ. So this would be like third or second generation, right? Dusty, in my opinion. Oops. Oops. And then maybe our bass. Yeah, we'll just do stereo. Cool. All right, we're getting somewhere. Maybe another, yeah, maybe another drum bus. This time a little bit more gentle. Maybe that. All right, we're getting dusty now. Where else? Can add, oh, another filter. You can just go on and on and on. You can even add some Fab Filter stuff, maybe some Saturn. It's making my computer case shake. Give it some multi-band drive here. And then the final EQ, we'll just surgery it up. And then what's that there? All right, so then you can accentuate and unaccentuate the, I guess you'd call it the degradation. And that's the dust. Right, so it's a mixture of all these things put together. And you know, this wasn't the best example, but I'm encouraging you to experiment. Yeah, there's that dust. Right, and I guess I'll show R8 kick, our original source material. What was that? No, R16 kick. What am I saying? Right, so we went from this to this. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you learned stuff. Take care and have a good one.